Today we are rigging out the Crescent Crescraft. Yes, that's exactly how you say it. This is a skiff hybrid style boat, one that you can run a transom mount motor on, or you could add a motor similar to the NK300, which I'll be running on my New Canoe Unlimited over there, and add foot steering, which would go up here. So Paul and myself, Jeff, of the Aggressively, my name is Jeff. We are the Aggressively Average Anglers, and we are going to aggressively and probably averagely go test this thing out for the day, but we are going to give you a solid, unbiased review of exactly how this performs and how we feel about it. We're going to do all sorts of stuff with this, right, Paul?
Yeah, we're going to take this baby out. So a couple of cool things I want to mention about this kayak. So this kayak skiff hybrid, one, it's got a
Skybrid.
It's a skybrid!
I got you.
You'll notice the pointed prow. Now that means you can stand up here. There's a big support right underneath here, so you can stand on top. That's what it's designed for. You can also sit here with a second angler and they can
stand here.
Or stand here. They can dangle their toesies here. Now one thing you will notice is it's squared off, and if you look on the bottom of the hull shape, it's very flat. And it is designed very similar to how a boat, like a true skiff, would be designed. So there's no scupper holes. The water just flows out the back through some channels back there. And the idea here, though, with this is minimalist. That is very Crescent of them. It's minimalist, but it's going to do a lot with a little. So what we have here is one of their coolers. I'm using it as a storage box. It's got all my swim baits, glide baits, everything that I want to run for the day in here. And then all the emergency storage is going to be here at the front in this really handy, gigantic
emergency Alabama rigs.
Yeah, you gotta have backups, baby. But yeah, that's gonna be like the front end for you. We're gonna move her on back. So then we move on back. We just got a cup holder. We got pliers handy on a retractor. The old Yak Attack. And then we got the Yak Attack camera out here at the front. And then you get two seat configurations. This is the skiff configuration, which makes it really easy to get back at your tiller steer motor here behind you. We got the perfect battery for this rig. This is the Newport Low Pro combined with the Newport NT. NT stands for tiller steer 300, which is a 3 horsepower equivalent. Now this will take a 6 horsepower equivalent. We did notice a problem. Cut into footage of that problem.
Houston, we have a problem. Here it is. We wanted to run the NT600. This is the 6 horsepower equivalent electric motor from Newport, so we could go vroom vroom real fast on the Crescraft.
Scared, and I'm not going to be able to be scared because I'm going so fast. Because if you look right here, the mounting bracket for this electric motor has these two bump outs, and even if it didn't, it's still too wide. But it has these two bump outs for like a permanent transom mount if you wanted to bolt it through. And frankly, it's just too wide for this component right here, the transom that they have, adapter that they have for the Crescraft. Now, I will say this: I did send a video to Crescent. I was like, "Hey guys, here's what I'm seeing," and all they have to do is make this a little bit wider and just reconfigure this, and I think they could sell it as an option on the website. So don't take this as this is not possible. This should be very possible. They just need to have a different bracket. Not a huge deal. So little engineering. You might have to wait a couple months, but this should be a fixable problem. But for now, the way it stands, NT600 is not an option. Now, the NT300 is an option, so we will get that and we'll slap it on here. Right meow.
Also, 6 horsepower gas motors can confirm a bunch of models do fit on this. We've seen them running around with them. So that can be done. It's just the NT6, the way it's designed. So yeah, hopefully Crescent comes out with a new plate with that. All right. Oh no, good thing we switched it out.
So kind of a bummer, dude, but yeah, that we got what we got for today. But yeah, it really makes this easy. And then they do have a 360 swivel seat. We're gonna show you that other configuration. This is the skiff configuration because it was just easy and I got it a week ago. But we are gonna do a full build. It's gonna be nice and clean, and it's gonna be the Power Yak, which has that Millennium, like the same what you would see on a new canoe or a native kayak.
That seat right over there.
One of the best seats in the game. So we're gonna put that on here. We're gonna swap out this bracket. We'll put an NT300 back here, and then we'll use their foot steering, which actually goes right here to control it. So that's the other configuration. We got the side stagers from Yak Attack here. Now what I love about the side stagers is when you want to bring some rods with you, excuse me, bud, you can just stash them in this manner right here.
Which with the tiller, you kind of have to, because we're not going to...
no funny when you break all your rods doing it. So we have found that this is just an awesome way, especially if you have 2 anglers, not a ton of room on the boat. You can get 3 on each side if you want, but we find this to be like the best configuration. it really has made life very simple for carrying a couple of rods with you on a rig like this one here today. One thing that we thought was really cool about the way they manage this rear tank well, you have plenty of space for a non-low pro battery. So this is massive. You can get a 16 by 16 and a battery back here and still get your swivel seat, because this right now, because of the shorter tiller, you can get an extension. I know I don't have one, but you can actually move your seat all the way to the front here. You get another 7 inches. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
We gotta stop doing that.
Stop being so mad. You can get another 6-7 inches here if you want of room for like a big old battery, 100 amp hour or whatever. Another thing that I will mention about this Crescraft, and we will do this, is we will put a plate right here this direction for a trolling motor in the front. So a trolling motor just like that one. We'll get a bow mount motor up here. We'll get the NK300 in the back, and it's going to be a lot of fun to fish. And I will say this, the more weight that you get in a kayak like this, the more stable it's going to get.
The kayak people are going to be mad.
Why are you
it's
be so mad?
It's not a kayak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Skiff.
You're a skiff kayak. You're skiff yak. You're Skyak.
Skybrid.
The Skybrid. So look, I mean, the idea here is let's go see, as far as speed and stability, what we're actually getting, what kind of what we actually get for horsepower. And my last call out is you can fit a gas motor back here. We weren't able to get the 600, but you should be able to get. We've seen them get gas motors back here. A gas 6 on their website, Crescent is saying that you can get up to 19 miles per hour. That is nuts, dude. That is nuts. And I believe it just based on the shape of the hull, the design of the hull, and the style of Kayak that we're dealing with here. So I say, let's back up the trailer. Let's get this thing on the water. Let's go have some fun.
You there.
This is crazy. Teak bench. Saucy. Oh my gosh. 17% flying. This is awesome. This is amazing. 46%. Going for 100. Screw it. I am what I am. Oh my lord. Oh, shut up, dude. I'm on plane. Yeah. Sure am. Oh my gosh! This is amazing! Yeah, I could get used to this very quickly. Do some turning? Well, I'm at 100% turning. This is like being on a boat, like a small John boat. Wow. It's very smooth and very quiet. Like silent. Slow her down a bit. This is sick. I'm gonna cut Jeff's wake. Oh, nothing. Less than nothing. Oh my god. Bruh. That is so fun. It's very smooth. So first impressions after having the NT300, so the Tillister Newport NT300, that's a 3 horsepower equivalent electric motor on the back. First of all, speed-wise, I was going around 6.5 miles an hour, which is very solid. I mean, for a 13.5-foot boat, I'm feeling really, really good about that. That is the equivalent of Jeff having the NK300 on his New Canoe Unlimited, which is a 12-foot boat. It is very smooth. The whole operation, not only the steering, like when I turn left and right, even at full speed, I thought it was very smooth. It feels a lot like a more refined aluminum V-hull when you're riding in it. I am in a bench seat, so I got no back, no real support anywhere, and I feel, well, I have support, but no like side-to-side support like in a bucket seat of any sort, and I was not nervous at all. Feet straight out, no problem. So and it's very quiet. Like you can, it's the highest sound is just you moving water. Like that is the max of your sound. So I think it does feel extremely refined. I'm really enjoying it. And even at low speeds, I think 30 per 40%, I think you're gonna get a ton of efficiency, because I still think you're going 3 miles an hour around that 40% range, which is really, really good. Like for a kayak that's super smooth. And if you had a bow mount on the front of this, like you have everything you could want. Stand in the front, do whatever you need to in the back. As far as stability goes, I'll tilt the camera up and I'll show you what stability looks like when you're riding through here. All right, so standing up, I mean, like side to side mobility, it does rock a bit. And Jeff, you can see this on your camera. It does rock a bit, but I feel totally like stable and smooth. I'm able to spin around, like do what I need to do. Now, as far as going up to the front deck, I've done this before. This is granted with the cooler in the way. So we'll get to the front deck here. It is gonna be a little more tippy, right? You're gonna get a little more side to side. That's just because it's really narrow. But as far as like casting and retrieving and hook setting and fish grabbing, like I don't think you're gonna have a problem. And again, the more weight that you put in this boat, the better off it's going to be. And then when you talk about like the back area here, I think it's about everything that you could want out of a kayak. We talk about the native Titan X as being like the most stable from a primary stability perspective. That's a 10 out of 10. Native Titan X, in terms of just primary stability, this is about an 8, 8.5, maybe a 9, somewhere in there. Extremely stable here in the back. I don't feel nervous, but there is secondary stability. You can see it right here. So when the boat, it does tilt a little, but then it grabs after about 3 inches of dip. What's the trade-off there? You trade off maybe that 2%, 5% stability. You're trading off for speed and efficiency when you're running the motor. So there are no wrong answers when it comes to kayak hull design. There are just pros and cons. So overall, I'm very impressed with the refined. It just feels really refined and smooth. We're gonna do a little fishing, we're gonna have a little fun, and we'll see how it goes with the tiller steer. I think Jeff needs to get on this thing. I think that's what we gotta do next.
Oh, dude! Got him. Crappie. Dude, Mondo crappie, dude! Let's go! Dude! Let's go! I was like, this is not a bass. They just kept coming out for it. They're over here by this tree. There we go. I did it. Is that a bird? That's a bass. Look, little guy. See ya.
As far as fishing goes, Jeff's on with it. Jeff's on a jerkbait bite, so I have switched to the jerkbait. Trying to make fetch happen is not working for me, so we're gonna go ahead and not do that anymore. That's fish. Oh, Jesus. Yes, dude, it's a good one. Oh, oh, I'll get my net out. Oh my God.
Did you go jerkbait?
Yep. Get in here, buddy. Whoa, yes. Got him. All right, finally.
Crescent Crescraft.
Get him out of here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's go. Bye. Pivot. Bye. Later, nerds.
All right.
Straight this way. Here, I'll set on the cooler, and that'll be the super stable. You go first.
And then we're there.
Because then you're in the most stable part of the boat. Yeah.
Ow!
I can stand up and step over. Dude, that's insane.
We did a boat swap.
Boat swap.
Oh God.
All right, you guys, so Jeff just took a spin in this thing, and his impressions were the stability is about what we said, right? I think he felt like the middle is a little less stable than I felt like it was. And look, stability is something that's very subjective. Like Jeff and I were kind of talking about it. I feel like this boat is extremely stable. It does have a little bit of movement, but I was very comfortable with it. He was kind of like, not quite as much. Still very, very stable. It definitely in that upper tier, but less stable than, for instance, the new canoe. And I felt like it was probably equatable to the new, like the same as the new canoe. So like the Unlimited. And his comment was the teak bench, you definitely can slip and slide on it a little bit. So he felt like he really needed to hang on to the bar that's underneath of it in order to make sure that at full speed when turning, he felt like he wasn't sliding around. Otherwise, he did feel like it was smooth. Felt like the turning was really good, and I tend to agree.
So I am going 2 miles an hour.
It's not miserable.
Yeah, there you go. 2 miles an hour. That's about speed.
To make it across the lake.
Yeah.
Not an issue. Not terrible. Very doable.
2.25 miles an hour right now.
Reasonable.
There you go. Turn it one way or the other.
Definitely not nimble, but for like going for speed, yeah, you're getting enough efficiency to get by.
It can be done, people. It can be done. All right, give me my paddle back.
Yeah, sure. That's one. There's one. Little guy. Jet ski fishy. Woohoo!
Oh, I got you.
I hooked him in the dorsal, the back, and the face.
Good luck with that. Have fun.
This is why I don't like 3 treble baits, dude. That's ungood. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I thought you were gonna show me the treble.
Well, I will. When I have this sick fish that I bring it, dude, this is another good one. Off the sticks. Here, get in here, you. Heck yeah.
Oh, fish on.
Oh, we doubled up. Let's go. Nothing like a jerkbait in the Midwest, to be honest with you. See you, bud.
Oh. And we just doubled up. Oh, gosh. There we go. See you, buddy. Little guy. Apparently, they're just sitting up shallow right now, so.
That was cool. Would do again.
Huh? Oh. Did you say that was cool or that was cold?
Cool.
Both. I'm cold.
I'm also cold.
All right, it's been fun out here testing out the Crescent Crescraft. Man, the freaking mouthful the Crescent Crescraft has been christened also because we caught some fish off of that. I also got a chance to take it for a spin, but let's do some quick pros and cons after a full day of fishing on the Crescent Crescraft. Just some final thoughts for you all if you were to consider getting a Skybrid Skiff.
Skybrid Kayak.
So Paul, you fished on it most of the day. What are your thoughts?
Pros, very stable, very flexible. I like the minimalist layout. I think it works really well. It is very smooth with the motor, the tiller steer motor on the electric. It's very quiet. And it's very efficient with speed. And actually I had paddled it. I do feel like this is paddleable, which is kind of crazy. So I do like it. I also think that this setup over here with the side stagers is a big win for getting when you have the tiller steer. It's kind of a must-have, but the way these rods lay here in the channels actually works super, super well.
Notice how that's recessed back there, so the butt of the rod goes back there. It stays in the kayak, in the Skybrid.
The kayak!
Under the seat, so it's not going out, and it goes all the way up front, and there's actually room for it to lay across the side there.
All day.
So you got lots of options. Take 2 or 3 rods, but if you wanted to take like 6, 7 rods, then you could just move it up here with your crate.
Side stagers are great. You could also put forward-facing rod holders or angle them back so they go out this way. So you do have options for having 2 or 3 rods. So as long as you're not trying to bring like 12 rods, I think you'd be really happy. And then the storage worked really great. The cooler is a big dub too. So things I would like to change or think need some improvement. I would like a little bit longer track right here so you could trim out a little bit better. The seat is beautiful. If you're into a teak seat, that's great. It is a little bit slippery, like Jeff said. Now, granted, it's frigid right now, so in the summertime that might be a little different. But it is
just put a pad on it.
Yeah, a pad would be wonderful. And they do make a really cool mesh pad that's the same material as their seat material, which is top notch. It is low. So they have another seat for the power yak. That's the Millennium seat. That actually Jeff is in the same one right now, which is a 360 swivel. But it's a lot higher. And then this is pretty low. So there is that. If you're, as far as stability goes, we did say about 8.5 on a scale of 10. So it's still in that very top tier, but at the lower end of the very top tier. And it's a little bit subjective because Jeff and I both had like mixed opinions on it. I enjoyed fishing off the front and standing in the front. I thought it was reasonable. It's not nearly as stable as being back here just because of how skinny it is, but no problem to just stand and cast very comfortably. So, and then the rear tank well, the amount of space is like insane. The 13 by 13 looks like child size.
It's a little baby in there.
It's crazy. So I do really appreciate that. So at the over 2,500 price point, it's in competition with a lot of the other like power yak type big large boats, but this
the
one
XTR
is
is
the
like
XTR. Yes, exactly.
Direct competitor.
And this is very boat-like. It feels boat-like. It feels like being in like a John boat. So I really enjoyed it. I would definitely fish out of this. So that is our overall take on the Crescraft in this configuration. We still are gonna do a full build on this one. We're gonna get some electronics in here. We're gonna do the other power kayak build, and then when we have the opportunity, we'll put the 3 NT600 on here as well. And that is what we do on this channel. We test kayaks, we test gear, we test accessories, whatever it is that you guys want to see. We try and give it a shot and give you our honest, unbiased opinions. And if you guys want to hear more about that, go ahead and check out our lives Wednesdays 8:15 p.m. Eastern, or subscribe. And
you should subscribe. You should smash a like on this video. You should ring that notification bell, and then you should come back for more, because we're gonna have the Crescraft on here a whole bunch more. That's it for us today, you guys. We got to go in because we're freezing, and we will catch you on the next video. Okay, bye.